Welcome back to America Decides. Thanks for hanging out with us. Vice President Harris will be in an unfamiliar place on Wednesday. She has agreed to a sit-down interview with Fox News. I want to bring in our political panel, Sophia Cai and Gram Slattery. Gram is a national political reporter for Reuters. Sophia is a national politics reporter at Axios. Great to have you here. I want to do for our audience a tutorial because we talk all the time about the economy. That hotbed of socialism in American journalism. The Wall Street Journal did a massive story this weekend comparing the economic data for Trump and Biden. Harris inherits the Biden economic record. We all know that. So first I want to start with some graphics we have prepared. First of all, the condition of the U.S. economy according to our U.S. CBS News poll. Good, Harris, 66%. Trump voters, 87% bad. Okay, let's go to the tail of the economic tape, starting with gross domestic product, which economists will tell you is the best measurement of overall economic health. In the Trump years, you add up all the economic growth, 7.6% growth in GDP. Biden, 11.8%. Let's go to the next one. Inflation. Inflation rose during the Trump administration by 7.8%, by nearly 20% in the Biden administration. Continuing, job creation. Of course, job creation has all these economic statistics influenced by the pandemic, but net, a loss of 2.7 million jobs, adding job growth in Trump administration, but losses during the pandemic. For the Biden administration, 16.2 million jobs. Unemployment rate, basically the same if you look at the two. Again, factoring in for pandemic and other things, 3.5% was the lowest unemployment rate for the Trump administration. Of course, it rose during the pandemic. The lowest unemployment rate for Biden administration, 3.4%. Lastly, household income. This is also influenced by inflation. Household income rose by 8.2% during the Trump years, 1.3% during the Biden administration. Sophie, I want to start with you. When you tease out those economic numbers and you find that Trump still has a net advantage over Harris on the economy generally, what do you think that's about?
Well, first of all, all of those numbers, you wonder how things may be different if all of those numbers and stats that you listed, voters had them when they voted.
Right.
They do not.
Or they answer a poller's question. Right.
And the reality is they don't.
They don't.
And, Biden and Harris, their voters and Trump voters, they almost like pick and choose what they want to know. And so for Harris voters, that's Harris and Biden, they created jobs. The stock market is on the rise. And for Trump voters, it's inflation. And on the trail, as I've been talking to some of these Trump voters, they like to look at the price of eggs, the price of gas. And
they can almost ritually repeat to you how much those have gone up in their own neighborhood. I get that all the time when I'm on the road.
Absolutely. And, to the cent. Right. They know how much it has gone.
Yes.
And so no matter what any of the other economic indicators say, voters will remember the price at the grocery store. And unfortunately for Harris, that's why you have 90% of Trump voters who say the economy is not in great shape.
Graham, economics is about how you feel. And stats matter, but how you feel matters more.
Right. And fundamentally, I think there's a second thing going on here, which is that these days we're in such a polarized political environment that your political beliefs are going to inform not only your opinions, but also the set of facts you tend to focus on, right? So if you're a Harris supporter, perhaps you look at those job numbers. If you're a Trump supporter, you're inclined to look at those inflation numbers. And that's just a trend that's been happening in American politics for some time now.
Graham, I mentioned this as we came in. The vice president has agreed to sit down with Bret Baier at Fox News to take some questions, sit-down interview. What do you make of that?
She's doing a few things here. One, she's trying to dispel this notion that the Trump camp has tried to introduce, which is that she's hiding from mainstream media scrutiny. We can see at the moment she's really upped her engagement with the quote-unquote mainstream media. So it serves that purpose. It allows her to flesh out her policies. There's still a lot of voters that say, unlike Trump, that they don't know enough about her policies. And I think it also reflects a meta-narrative. There are a lot of Democrats panicked, as you said, and they really cannot afford to have a conservative media strategy at this point. They really need to have an offensive play at this juncture of the campaign.
Sophie?
Look, if you look at her media strategy, it's almost a microcosm of the types of voters that she really needs to turn out. So she's going to also be doing a show called Charlemagne the God.
Yes.
The large Black audience. Previously, she's done a podcast called Call Her Daddy.
Yep.
It's very popular with young female voters, and now she's going on Fox News. Those are all of the demographics that she really is counting on to turn out if she wants a chance in those battleground states. And so I think, looking at where she goes, not just with her feet, but also where she shows up to do interviews, gives you a little bit of a window into who she needs to turn.
And Sophia, I want to raise this with you. There is some conversation among Democrats. Harris isn't campaigning enough. There's not enough events. Her schedule's too thin. Have you heard the same? And what value do you think that is in terms of closing out this race?
Well, keep in mind, she's still the sitting vice president.
True.
She's got a day job. But I think she's also learned a lot from Clinton's mistakes. So we know that, both Harris and Trump, they were both in Pennsylvania. Harris was in Erie. And she's been there in part because they've learned from criticisms of Hillary Clinton that she did not go to places like Erie. Like, she stayed too much in the Pittsburgh, in the Phillies of the world. And so I think the Harris campaign, they're being strategic. If there are criticisms, I think it's like, we'll see what happens on Election Day.
Indeed, we shall see. Sophia Cai, Gram Slattery, thank you so very much. Appreciate it.